Chris, this has been nothing short of fantastic the entire day so far here at the Katra Latinx Film Festival. I've been loving it. But I'm telling you, we have on a very, very talented individual with us right now. She is on the red carpet, ready to talk about everything she does here at the Katra Latinx Film Festival. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. You guys are amazing. I feel the energy. I love the creative atmosphere. So my name is Jessenia. I started off as content creating on social media. I just finished my first film. It's a featured film. We're in the post-production phase. I always tell people, you know, it's a labor of love. And if you want anything done right, you gotta wait, right? It's got, you know, right now the butt is in the oven and it's cooking.
That's great.
And I'm very proud of it. It's the story of a survivor.
Okay.
I myself am a survivor of domestic violence, so we used a lot of references of things that I survived to keynote and explain to the audience that us people that fall in love in these like abusive relationships, it's not like, oh, we're looking for someone to hurt us. It's more so we need to start to love and heal ourselves. And that's the message behind it, is to, you know, take the victimhood mentality and turn it into a victor mentality.
This is something that needs to get out there. Now, as a creator, this is something you just don't come up with, right? I mean, people have to realize when you're writing, when you're creating something, no matter what the content is, it's very personal. But when you go down this journey, this is very brave to go down this path. How did you feel to actually start doing this? Did it take you time before you wanted to jump on board and create something like this?
Yes, you know, as a survivor, you're kind of ashamed of what you went through. And then you have this mentality of, why am I surviving? You have survivor's guilt. And then when you find your purpose and you use your platform, social media has been an amazing outlet for me to share my story. And I've been doing it through storytelling, through captions. And more, I saw men and women emailing me privately, thanking me for sharing my story and finding I just said, you know what? Let's try to do this in a creative art form. Doing it though was it was like going through therapy, reliving certain things. But it was also helpful for me, and I hope that it's healing and a journey for anyone that starts and that gets out of something like that.
Now you're reaching millions of people, so that's fantastic. You're changing lives. You're helping people who didn't have a voice to have a voice.
And that is the goal, honestly. Honestly, I think one of the good perks of social media is that it allows us to connect with people that you have no idea who's watching around the world, or even like create a community. So I'm very proud of that and happy to be a part of it.
Well, you are an amazing content creator. You're out there. You have a community around you. So many people are going to get the opportunity to hear this story and create the change. Now, I'm very interested in hearing, there's a big difference, like you said, between content creation and making a film. Making a feature film, there's so many parts, and now the content creation, I'm telling you, very difficult. Do not undertake that whatsoever. We create content. It is very difficult to do.
Hard. And for those that are watching, content creation might look easy, but I mean, imagine taking 30 minutes, an hour, and trying to convert it to like 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yes.
Difficult. Where you're doing a film, and the reason why it turned from a short film to a featured film is because we ended up getting so much great content that we could actually use it as opposed to try to lose it and trim it down. But it was, you know, you have to think about the time, the setting. We had to do it seasonal. We had to cast a young version of the lead actor, a teenage version, and an adult. So that was, you know, casting. You have to really go through, and I'm very proud of the cast and crew. Again, they understood the message, they delivered it all, and I'm just so proud to be a part of this. And I just love platforms like this that offer a space for creators to have their work looked at and, you know, appreciated, because it takes a lot of time and heart and dedication. So it's not easy for either end.
No, that was so well said. I don't think it could be better said than the way you did it. Now, you're getting out there. Where do we see a timeline? Do you have a timeline yet for the film? The bun was in the oven, you said earlier.
Yes.
Do you have a timeline that you're thinking for the film to come out? Because I cannot wait for the story to be told.
I'm really happy because I'm getting the final cut. I had like the last notes revision 2 weeks ago.
Excellent.
I'm getting the final cut link Thursday.
Oh, beautiful.
So once it's really good to go, then I will really have a release date for it.
That's fantastic. So it's getting ready.
Yes.
You're there.
Yes.
This is something, people, that you don't realize if you've never made a film like this before. Creating something from start to finish is nearly impossible. Really. I mean any movie that gets made is incredible.
Yeah.
But to tell a story like this, you're truly going to change lives.
Yeah, when it means to you and it matters to you, you want to do it right, because you just, you know, you want to get it right. That's it. And I love it. I'm proud of it. And, you know, as us women, we're very detailed. So I was like, all right, we gotta just get those 2 things. That's it, those 2 things. So we're almost there, and I'm really happy to. Hopefully, we'll see it maybe here. You know, I'm really happy.
You mentioned content creating, cutting down. So that means you're an editor?
I edit my own stuff. A lot of the times when you become your own brand and you have to pump up that stuff, it's like sometimes you realize you're working hours on a video and you're like, oh my goodness, I understand why now, the price of editing is, and you have to respect that. When you're starting and you don't have that type of budget or means, you have to, but honestly, I like to be very hands-on too, and I'm very specific. So, but this was also very interesting because it was a collaborative effort. It's like, all right, allow the editor to edit and come back with my notes because they went to their school and that's their niche. And I respect that. A film is totally different than me doing something for IG or TikTok or YouTube.
How many hats are you wearing on the film, actually?
So I'm actually...
What was that one?
So I co-wrote it, I directed it, and I co-produced it.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah.
How was it having to collaborate? Now, again, you always appreciate the editor, the team around you, but from coming from a platform where you were more hands-on and now having to take a step back, was it something a little bit different? How did you actually go through that process at the beginning? I'm sure you got used to it, but I'm very excited to see how that actually went for you.
Trust is a big thing, like in anything, right? Whether you're starting a business with someone or whether you're falling in love with someone, trust is a huge factor. And because this was, like I said, a labor of love, my love, luckily the people that I was able to group together, they were actually, a lot of them, they were the ones like, I want to be a part of this. And it was so humbling, and I've known these people for years, and they're masters at what they do and their crafts. So I had to just trust, and they had to also, it's all about respect. R-E-S-P-C-T.
There's no better way to put it than that. And talking about the socials where people can learn more about yourself, where can our fans out there now learn more about you? Because I know you have a fantastic following on social media. You're well known. For those who don't know who you are, how can they find out and learn more about you?
Thank you so much. You can find me on all social media platforms. I am Jessenia. That's I'm not spelling my own name. I-A-M. So I am Jessenia. And that's where you can find me. IG, YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff.
Well, I'm sure everybody's going to appreciate a story like this being told, the rest of your content out there. And thank you again for sharing your story with the Katra Latinx Film Festival, because it's such an important festival. This is more than just a filmmaking festival. It's a cultural statement, and we need everybody here together, collaborating and sharing our stories together. It's beautiful that you came here to support. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. You're doing an amazing job. I love this interview. Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. And we will see you all next week.